They're juicy.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I eating? That's candy.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, gang, here we are again.
Yeah. Flashpin, we're going to try to make this more regular. Right now, I think we're going to do every other week, and then maybe the week, 2 weeks before the event starts.
We'll go back to back.
We'll go back to one week at a time. Just try to pump this content out. But yeah, so I don't know. We can kick it off. These guys were talking about the events coming up, some of the matches that have been announced.
Yeah, we were actually an interesting conversation about Adam Wrzynski and
Andrei
Sharkevich.
And it came up because Ryan Bowen
is against Andrei, and resounding is Andrei's going to smoke Ryan. And I said, if it was Adam, would we feel the same? And the resounding was, no, that's a much better match. Yeah. Until I mentioned that Adam smoked Shark 3-0.
Yeah.
So,
Knuckles up.
Yeah, and Knuckles up. So
3?
It's all.
Was Knuckles up 3?
I think it was at Knuckles up 3. Yeah.
That was 2.
It was 6 months ago.
Whichever
was
one
that
it was.
2? Was there a third one already?
It's on your phone.
Yeah, I think so.
There was a fourth one already.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. No, I think there was just 3. I think this upcoming one is the 4th.
That Knuckles up 2. Yeah, 4th is
so
one.
So 2 was the one that Elizabeth was on, right?
2 was the one where Andrei
Sharkevich
pulled Adam Wrzynski.
Yeah. I was watching that one while driving. Not a good idea, but I wanted to watch it. So, but we had to drive, and I was like, no, I need to watch it.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
Guilty.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I'll be honest. I thought Adam Wrzynski versus Ryan Bowen seemed to me like a much better match because Adam, in my mind, is a smaller guy. Mm-hmm. Ryan is a bigger guy. Mm-hmm. And I think pound for pound, Adam's stronger than Ryan. So that seemed like more of a match up to me. Versus
you mean like if they weren't going to have a weight class in which they both met the limit.
Right, yeah. If it's just two
matches
guys.
Matches like that are so silly to me. Let's get over that.
Yeah.
Well, we're either counting on Adam being okay with meeting Ryan somewhere in the middle, mm-hmm. and Ryan's going to have to be okay with cutting a bunch of weight to meet Adam in the middle.
Yeah, I think him and Shark are probably going to meet at 225 or 232.
Yeah, and that seems right for Ryan and Andrei Sharkevich, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, if Adam dominated Andrei Sharkevich 3-0 and Knuckles up, then maybe Andrei Sharkevich and Ryan Bowen is the match.
I don't think either of those matches are good for Ryan.
And I'm sure whoever's putting these matches together has thought very hard about.
And there's also a chance that match was at 209. I don't remember the weight class, and Andrei dropped too much weight and was too fucked up for it.
Was this left or is this left or right?
Right, Adam's only right
for Ryan and Shark.
Right. Did they pull
Ryan
before?
only pulls right.
No, this is him and Lachlan. I watched it yesterday, and he still talks about how he can't go sideways.
Yeah, he needs to.
He's gonna King's move.
He needs to take a year.
And he's saying all he's gonna do is King's move with Shark too, and it's like,
well,
how are you gonna finish?
It ain't working.
What are we talking about?
He's definitely not gonna work.
Is he gonna finish with a press?
He might stop him, right? Because his King's move looks pretty good. Like it stops people.
Yeah.
But he can't do anything from, especially if you have no side pressure. You can't do anything from that. Shark is probably going to stop,
you can
and
get
then
your
he's going to
shoulder behind
transition
it,
to a press, and he's just going to start sitting on it.
Well, Ryan could do the same thing though. King's move, transition to a press.
He tries all the time. The problem is he can't go like this. He can only pronate and hold here.
I just saw him in a practice pull with
Jamie Barnett.
Borgman, Ricard, the South African.
Yeah.
He's going to side just fine.
He was going against Lachlan and he couldn't.
But
he was pronating hard into his hand.
Practice that is, and I think Ryan is very injured and probably needs to take like a year off.
It's a crazy match to take.
I mean, he complains about in every video he has recently. He's like, I have no side. Like he tries to do a move against somebody. He's like, I just can't go.
Didn't he hurt his rotator cuff?
Exactly.
Yeah, his shoulder. He fucked his shoulder up.
Yeah, he's completely fine.
When is Knuckles up though? How long from now does he have?
Let's see. Knuckles
it's in
up
September.
3.
It's 2 weeks after us.
It's got to be.
Okay.
September 14th.
So he doesn't have time to recover from injury.
It's just being crazy,
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Maybe he's under contract or something.
That sounds
choice.
crazy.
That sucks.
What is the name of that? High Five. Man, they got to do better with their Google has. High Five.
Arm wrestling. Yep.
Those guys are strong.
Oh,
I used to
4.
go out there
So
in Jersey and pull with those guys.
Yeah.
It's a good club. Yeah. They're a really good club.
4 says
Louisville
more to
was
come.
Really good practice. I forgot the name of the gym, but I went to a tournament there too. It's good.
I've seen you in
Not
one
anytime
of,
soon.
I don't know whose video it was, but
see.
it was Devin
It was on
Laird.
4.
I think it was in Toronto,
Yeah, it's
free
4.
pulling on that little marble
Coulier's on there.
thing. You know what I'm talking about? I swear to God, I've seen
who
you in that video.
Dude, I've never been to Canada.
Maybe it's not Toronto then. Do you know what I'm
September
talking about?
14th.
When Devin shows up to some downtown area and he free pulls in this big marble
Yeah, no,
wall,
I know exactly
like it's
what you're
a
talking
waist high wall that's perfect for free pulling. It's
Oh, and
really
they do it
long.
all the time there. Yeah. It's
Where
cool.
is that? I've seen you in that video. I swear to God. Is that a different video?
You're probably getting me confused with Alex Toprell's videos because I've been in his videos a few times. So maybe you're getting those two confused.
Have you been in
That's the only thing I can think
Were
of.
you in another video with Devin
I've been
somewhere?
in several. No, never with Devin. I've never been in the same vicinity as Devin.
Really? You've never met Devin?
No.
Oh,
First time
shit.
is going to be in.
Oh, no shit.
Next month, yeah. I'm super
Okay.
excited.
Well, damn.
Yeah, me too.
I'm crazy then. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
never-
right.
I haven't met anybody.
Where were you in February of 2022? Where were you?
Where?
Had you started arm wrestling
No.
in February of 2022?
No, I started right after that. May
Damn.
7th, 2022 is when I started.
That was late. Yeah. So damn, you missed.
And it
Devin
was like,
there.
because you guys were talking about it, and I was like, what?
How did you feel
Like, I
knowing that you
lived
barely
right,
missed him?
I lived
Yeah.
right next to the water tank at the
Yeah,
time.
that
Like, I was like,
sucks.
what? I lived right
Sucks,
there.
man.
It was a pretty fun night. I'm expecting EVW to be very much like that for 3 days.
Marcus showed me a picture of an overview of the Over the Top tournament.
Yeah.
It's going to look like that.
Yeah.
East
It's
versus
gonna
out
look like
west, you think?
Oh, I think
It's going
so.
to be insane.
I think it's going to be nuts.
So I looked at the hotel where the Sheraton, Orlando,
Yeah.
North Orlando, whatever it's called, where they're doing East versus West 14, and there's no stage or bank or auditorium or anything. They have a banquet hall.
Yeah.
So they're going to turn this banquet hall into like
On its head.
set.
Set. Yeah.
It's going to be insane. And
But like I'm skeptical, like how much you can do with a friggin' banquet hall.
You can do a lot.
Very
You can do a lot.
skeptical.
You can do it. If you
But
bring
that's
in...
what they did in like the first couple East versus West.
but we
It
did
not look
our
good.
first show in a garage.
Yeah.
Look how good that looked.
It looked great.
Yeah, but not for a crowd.
If they...
Oh,
Crowd of
definitely
people.
not. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
If they
Like,
bring
how do
in
you
like
do
an
that?
elevated stage
That's what they would have
with
to do,
like
yeah.
rigging
Lot
for
of
light,
rigging.
lots of lights.
And if you're there in person, you're not going to be able to see
Walkout
anything going
tunnel.
on.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
That sounds terrible.
no, they could put a tunnel all the way in the back of the banquet hall, right? And they would have to darken all the sides, like almost no lights at all. So everybody that's sitting there is just going to be like in the dark with the lights on the stage.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way you can do it in a
Well, is
big
Chance
ass
in
open
charge
room.
of this as well?
Chance is one of the people, yeah.
I think he did such a great job with that Challenger series, and I think he'll have no problem with this.
I don't think it's
He
any
did
of them.
an
It's,
amazing
they hired a
job.
crew. And
Challenger
that crew
series
ran
was
it.
awesome, but there were
think it
how many
was,
people in that room?
Oh, I don't
50
know.
people?
Yeah, I don't know.
They've already
it didn't seem
sold.
like that.
2 weeks ago, Ingen said he sold 300 tickets already. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
300
I
is
bet
good for
we're
a
at
banquet
400
hall.
or 500 people maybe
Yeah.
at this point. This is totally different.
There's a crazy
Challenger
number that are
series.
just going to show up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Don't
just
buy
going to
tickets.
walk.
Because
in the door
also,
and walk
if you
up.
compete in the tournament, you don't have to buy a ticket.
Right.
They give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Wicked.
It's going to be getting. We shouldn't even be talking about this
Why?
because I'm going to be
awesome.
the one standing in front of the door at 6 a.m. I'm just saying. I'm going to go sit where I want to sit. You VIPs will have your cool
I'm
spot.
going to be VIP, baby.
And I'm gonna get
Yeah,
a
I'm
little.
not even
I'm gonna
thinking about
establish a little base,
Yep.
and my girl's gonna hold it down and not leave while I meet everybody. And
I bet you the doors won't open until a certain time.
whatever that time is, I will have the information for sure. And come to me if you
I'll
want
be
that
sitting
information. I'll have it.
Yeah, you just got to rub shoulder to Chance Shaw, and you'll
I love
you'll
Chance,
find
so
out.
don't worry.
And his
okay.
buddy, I always forget his buddy's name. The guy that finances the whole thing.
I do want to know if the VIPs will be seated on stage, like they have been for the past few East vs. West.
I'm under the
If-
impression that's what they would do.
man.
But they don't have
I don't
all
think
the
they have-
set and stuff that they
Yeah.
would have in Europe, in Turkey.
Like what they would have to do is either put bleachers or whatever on top of a stage, or
That means they're gonna have
tall
to-
bleachers.
It's impossible
Yeah,
for me to
bleachers.
believe they're going into this not thinking they need the largest amount of space for an event ever thrown.
banquet hall.
I mean, they need two. Is there like a wall
That's
maybe?
why I'm a little
Hopefully there's a
skeptical or
divider.
worried. Maybe.
That's what I
Open
mean.
that bad boy.
Well, they wouldn't be ridiculous. They would go, this is definitely going to be bigger than it is here.
I don't even
Right.
think it's like a high ceiling banquet hall. It reminds me of PAL Nationals in Dallas.
That would be insane if that's what it is.
It
You want to see
should
the
be
pictures?
That
We
would,
can put them up on the screen.
it
I
would
could,
be
yeah, I
insane.
can do it in post. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out.
That would be. It's
I
the
was
share-
looking
That
at
would
it
be
the other
nuts.
night. I was hanging out with Austin. We were looking at it.
That would be very, 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 very traumatic. That's truly how I feel, guys. I would like to. I'm gonna reach out to Liquid Death.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
It'd be nice to have a Liquid Death here right now,
Yeah.
right? Just have a water. I think
For
we're right
sure.
up the
Yeah.
alley.
definitely.
Love those.
Right,
Man,
we're
I
up
got
that
no,
alley.
no service in here.
I don't either.
All right. Well, we'll put pictures on the
Yeah,
screen. Sheraton.
yeah. It's Sheridan North. You'll
Yeah.
find it.
Sheridan, North Orlando. Yeah.
Here we
But
go.
it's cool. I don't know. At first, I thought it was kind of a silly idea to do it in the same place as everybody's staying. Like, why not get an arena or something like that?
I mean, this is going to be a massive amount of people.
yeah, I would have been
Hundreds.
like, oh, we need to have an arena. Like,
Yeah.
we can't
This is
we
what
can't
we're-
just
This is what we're
have.
talking about here. Shit.
You really fucked that up, man.
Oh yeah.
So, this is a little bigger than Nationals.
Maybe I'm being dramatic,
this-
but
Yeah, because that would have been like this.
So
no,
that's where
not, that
Not this
small.
deep.
Yeah, 2/3 of that would be PL
Yeah.
Nationals.
this looks like the ballrooms at the Paramount, and they hold Fight to Win there, and
How many people go to that?
not nearly as many as going to go to this, and it can be a problem.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like
think we're in
it
trouble?
depends how big they make the stage. If the stage is taking up too much room, oh god,
We got nothing to worry about.
yeah, because y'all are going to be up on the stage.
No worries.
We're going to be in the back trouble like,
This sounds like a personal problem.
No worries. I'm just like,
I'm. The reality for me is
just
number
fight
one,
your
I'm
way to
gonna.
the front.
Number one, I'm gonna get to the front.
yeah,
But number
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
I'm there to arm wrestle.
yeah. That's,
Above all
that's
else,
big, the-
if I didn't even see one match,
yeah.
and I just got to arm wrestle people,
You sound insane right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
oh, wow, that's the thing for
We
me.
can arm wrestle here, like,
No, you
or
can't.
you can go back to Florida any other time to arm wrestle.
No, it's not the point of Florida. We're gonna
It's-
have
yeah,
the
it's
best people
all
in the
the-
country.
Oh, you mean you're trying to after pull with the athletes?
Yeah, so
Ah,
I don't
I
even.
see.
Not even just the athletes.
I was like,
but
well, you can go back
all
for
of
any
those-
Florida tournament.
All of those guys that show
anyone
up.
and
Yeah, I'm not
everyone
even
that
going there
shows
for a
up.
tournament. I'm just everyone that shows up. There's so many friends that I have from outside of my realm that I don't even know
Right.
that I engage with all the
in
time.
person, just on the internet.
Yeah, and it's
Are you
like
pulling the tournament?
no. I'm gonna be partying too hard for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a weight cut or anything like that.
to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
on
why
vacation.
I'm conflicted about the whole VIP thing because I want to do a lot of the poolside after pulling, hanging out. No, because we're going out to dinner with
Yeah.
the athletes.
That's awesome. So,
But it's not hanging poolside after pulling, partying with everybody.
why not?
Because we're at dinner with the athletes. We can't be in two places at once.
Marcus is like, this is reality.
We live in reality.
So my reality is, I go to dinner, I stay there 45 minutes, and then I leave. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you'll be in control of that.
Yeah,
That's a nice stand.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the big boy stand.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, looking at my little mic, I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's not cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to meet all these guys.
I'll get you a bigger stage.
I can't wait to take a picture of, speaking of big things, I can't wait to take a picture of me and Coach Ray.
Yeah, that'll be a cool one.
I'm definitely
Or
posing.
any-
I can't wait to
Like
fucking
Coach Ray.
arm wrestle
Yeah,
Coach Ray.
yeah, or all of them. and just actually get an idea of like what all these guys look like, because I'm very confused, like especially with the Artem shit going on right now, right? Like his weight, I'm like, what? Like I thought you were bigger.
He's definitely bigger than Mindy.
Yeah,
no question about it.
But can you guys bring me up to speed on this?
He put out a post saying that Mindy had 2 pounds to drop, 2 kilos, so 4 pounds, 4 point whatever, and that he had 2 he could gain.
Artem says he can gain 2 kilos.
Yeah, and it might be he went too hard on his cut, or
he's being
is he
funny.
fucking around?
And he has it backwards.
I'm like, wait, you're way bigger than Mindy.
Much bigger.
But I've never seen him in life, so I'm like, maybe he's not. You know?
He's much bigger.
I'm just
Corey, who knows them both well, is like, what do you... Yes, he's bigger. It's not even...
Well, we've met Artem. We've pulled with Artem before. I've reffed his matches. He's like the same size as...
He's about my size.
What's his name? He's a little bigger than you.
Yeah, maybe.
He's more like... what's his name? The guy from Odessa. Right hand. Ronnie Morales.
Oh, like Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Oh, you thinking he's shorter?
No, I just think he's not very tall, but he's real thick. He's not 200 pounds. He's not 210. I feel like Artem's
bigger
than that.
When we saw him, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we saw him, he was rocking.
But that was a year ago.
Yeah, that
and he goes all over the place because, what is it called? Peaking and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
He comes from smaller than Mendagas when he started arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He was tiny.
Yeah.
We're going to see Jerry Cataract for the first time. It's been a year since he's had a match.
I
How is he
look
ranked
very
number
forward
4 in
to
the world? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, didn't he beat Gianotti?
Sure did.
It's a pretty big win.
Sure did.
But then he got absolutely annihilated by Hermes.
Yeah, I think...
So that means Hermes is currently 3?
Yeah.
Is he?
That makes sense.
There's a lot of arm wrestlers I think that could be Jerry.
Yeah, we just don't see him arm wrestle.
Like, Hermes had the key to beating Jerry, which was straight back pressure. And Alex Kurdecha, I feel like, does Hermes' level. In
Alex, I think, is terrifying.
But he's going to have a fuck ton of back pressure.
It's probably Hermes level at this
And
point.
it's probably enough to be on Hermes level, and Jerry's not going to have a
Him
chance.
and Hermes, I would love to see right now.
Yeah.
Jerry and Hermes?
I think
No.
Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex right now has a lot to his disposal. I think when
Dude,
you
he
saw
looks
him
crazy.
Against Morozov, you didn't just see a top roller. You saw a well-versed puller. Like that guy was hooking.
Yeah, he's got moves. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a struggle against. I think Jerry's going to. I don't think he's going to pull this one off.
Yeah.
I think Kurdecha's going to put his A game and.
Guys, we're like a week out of being.
Oh, I know.
Getting ready to leave.
I mean, I'm so excited. I haven't.
No, we're like more than a week, right?
Yeah.
What am I saying?
It's
like
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks today, we're
2
on
weeks
plan.
from today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So dumb.
Tomorrow for me. I'm flying in Thursday.
Wait, when is
I
the
have
7th?
so much to do.
When is the 7th?
Well,
You
no,
guys are
I
all
have
flying
nothing
on
to-
Wednesday, right?
I have nothing to do.
You're all
lying.
flying on Wednesday.
I have a wonderful wife.
1, 2.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. I have
2
nothing
weeks.
to do.
I have a lot to do, and I don't give a fuck.
I have a lot of work
It's
to
gonna
do.
be- Yeah, I have many
It's
works.
disgusting shit there.
Whoa. Podcast foul.
Yeah.
Segue from what we were talking about, Brian Shaw.
Oh yeah.
Brian Shaw.
Because he's in the league with those boys.
I hope that he gets invited and somebody flies him out to EVW 14.
Who wouldn't?
Hang out.
Just as a special
Just to hang out and watch
guest.
him pull with some
Special
heavyweights.
guest.
I
Yeah,
can
exactly.
almost imagine he's waiting for that.
I hope somebody
Of
does.
course he's waiting.
He's like, come on, I want to go out there. He gets
Yeah.
to fucking get on the. Oh my god, him getting on the table.
I told
with those
Austin
guys,
Papson.
and then after-
Austin Papson was like, "Hey, I have an extra ticket for EVW. Nobody wants to go." I was like, "Dude, you should hit up
You
Brian
should just
Shaw
hit up Brian
and
Shaw.
say you have a free ticket."
and just, hey man,
Even though it's $50, yeah, no.
whatever.
Well, I mean, Brian Shaw can. If someone's
I
just
know,
nice
I know.
enough to give him a ticket,
I know.
if I was him, I'd
It
be
would
like,
be a
of course I'll
gesture.
fly.
yeah.
It'd be a little silly to be like, "Oh, free $50 ticket."
Especially if Austin did it like
Thanks.
from one bald guy to another. Here. Now he's got to fly out and shake Austin's hand.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But they would want a special guest him. I mean, like
Yeah.
he should get a good
Would be a
seat.
pretty special guest for sure.
Blocking a lot of people.
Ingen recently made a statement.
I mean, but think about how many great athletes are competing on this card.
Yeah.
This card it's definitely for North America the biggest card they could have put together. Mm-hmm. And they need as many high-influence individuals to show up and watch as possible.
That whole conversation we were having today.
Yeah, damn it.
That's what I was trying to get to with Corey. I was just like, Engen's not doing what he should be doing. I don't think. He should be trying.
He's doing passionate about arm wrestling things, which is cool.
It's cool.
But he's only doing it for arm wrestling.
Yes.
For arm wrestling. But he should, whatever. I think that there are a lot of people who are going to come anyway.
He's a purist.
But yeah, which is awesome.
I mean, to him,
it's great.
Like
it's great.
It's great for us. Yeah.
It's great
It's
for
just
us.
the Eastern way culture thing.
Everyone's going to find a way to get there for the most part.
He recently made a statement about Brian Shaw on one of his podcasts. An audience, a viewer, put in a question, who do you think is the best opponent for Brian Shaw right now? And I don't know how recently this was. I think it was very recent. And Ingen said that he's been watching Brian's table time and thinks that he needs more time.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
So he didn't even
He's
answer
still
the
like
question.
a robot and all weird. And,
He's not.
He's pushing. He's not pulling.
Yeah.
He hasn't figured out pulling.
yeah.
You know, and what it really reminds me of? Leroy.
Oh, it is just like that.
It's the guys that come from the crazy strength background.
Roy's gotten a little bit
He's gotten better.
Since he's
he's
been in
gotten
Cali.
a lot better
A lot
since
better.
he's been here,
Yeah,
since he
well,
moved out of here.
If you talk about when we were training with him, he's gotten a lot better.
A lot
Yeah.
better. You know,
He's
and-
competing in a tournament the week before ours, left and right.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's why he can't. He was going to pull ours. He said he'll pull the next one.
We miss you, Leroy.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Yeah.
I like seeing him pull now because he actually, does what he needs
He's
to
doing
do.
things.
He's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
moving. And I'm like,
I've heard Khaled mentioned for Brian Shaw.
oh, like
Michelle,
a first
Michelle.
match
Yeah,
type
first super
deal.
match. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
That's actually not bad.
I think the match is against the other strongman that used to be an arm wrestler.
Magnus.
Magnus?
That's the
Yeah.
match.
I've been
They're-
watching his videos.
I think they're both
recently.
down too.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
they
it.
would totally do it.
It's the
yeah,
perfect
for sure.
match.
That's
Great.
not a
I
bad
think
match.
Magnus
Too
is
strong.
way too much technique on him right now.
Yeah.
Because he arm wrestled for like 18
Yeah,
A lot
years.
of
he's
experience,
no
which is
good.
why Khaled seemed to make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because he's still,
He's all grip.
Yeah. His,
Brian's got more grip than Khaled does.
Which is
Guaranteed.
nutty bags, right?
Which is nutty bags to say, yeah. There's like nobody you could say that about, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Brian Shaw is it.
yeah.
No
Definitely.
doubt more grip strength than Khaled. But
Yeah.
Khaled has a little bit more experience, a little bit
He
more
does,
technique.
but-
He can actually pull. He's not pushing,
It seems like both they do what we all did when we first start. It's open up, right? Like you just start feeling all that pressure and you just like fall away from your arm. It's interesting to see,
Yeah.
that's what our bodies instinctively do is like, and you think that you're stronger there. But hopefully Khaled's corrected that. I don't know how much he arm wrestles still. But I know he better come correct if he takes a Brian Shaw match because Brian Shaw's he doesn't take this lightly. He likes
That's the
arm
biggest
Yeah,
thing for
yeah.
Shaw for me is that his mindset is crazy yoked.
Yeah.
Yoked.
Is it what indicators have you guys had from the stuff that he's put out that gives you that impression?
It doesn't give me that impression about arm wrestling. If he does decide
Just
to take
him.
arm wrestling.
We know how
Him
he
in
is as an
general.
athlete.
Yeah.
Just
Because that
his
sport is a
mentality. But we
tough,
don't know
gritty
that he's
sport
gonna-
to be the top of.
We don't know that he's going to apply that same
We have no idea.
effort.
Yeah,
to
I have
arm
no
wrestling.
idea.
No, he did
He
say
say that he's going all out, but I haven't
did,
seen
yeah.
him. I haven't seen him say or do anything that's made me be like, wow, he's definitely.
I mean, the guy
Definitely
had
wants to do
Devin
this.
on. He
Flew to
had,
Colorado.
Derek,
Derek.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's enough to say that he's well.
How insane would it be to fly to Colorado to train and not let Corey Miller know you're there?
Who did this?
He lives in Colorado.
He's in Colorado.
Oh,
He flies
no
out
way.
Derek to train, but Corey Miller didn't get an invite. That sounds insane.
Yeah.
That means he has Corey Miller down the road. He lives in Colorado?
Yeah.
Why doesn't
I don't know if that's insane. I think that
Oh, this is the conversation.
Because it's
now.
Because Corey Miller
is not the type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's cool enough to get a call.
out, it's different.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna reach out.
I think that Brian Shaw has a lot more on his mind than we're even like aware of.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
making money.
He has companies.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. It's like his brand, his image. He probably has to be very careful about who he trains with, in what context they train together, how public it becomes. You know, I'm sure like he's got an image that he's got to maintain. And I think having Derek come train with him was a strategic decision.
It wasn't just Derek. Saray was there. It was, and there were some guys I've never seen before.
Right.
Rough to handle.
Arm wrestled with Brian Callen and his.
Brian Callen, but I mean,
once you bring those two into the game,
but Brian
think the
Callen
point of
has
that-
a massive following.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's mutually beneficial. Derek is probably the biggest pro elite arm wrestler.
Which is why it makes sense to invite Derek over Corey Miller.
Reach out to.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and Brian Shaw probably doesn't understand that like you can still learn from the smaller guys.
Yeah.
And they'll fuck your shit up. Like Corey will make him be like, "Oh my god, what?"
Yeah.
You know.
That would have been what made that video even cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
100%.
Giving an
Brian
attitude
pulling
adjustment.
on him, and he's going.
Yeah, and the way that Corey's like very straightforward in the way that he talks about things, he would just tell him like, "No, this is what you need to do." It would have been different.
There are other people besides
I'd
Corey that
almost
could
say
do that too.
Corey would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
the number one person that I would want to spend a week working with.
Yeah, for sure.
If my muscles could handle like day after day work, it would be. Of all the people I've worked with, dude, Corey for an hour, you're about to go. You're leveling up with this dude. Like he made me grow. He poured all kinds of water on me.
And
Dimitri was a whole different level. Yes, a different thing though.
You're not going to learn
Dimitri
as much
wasn't
from
teaching.
you have to learn how to learn. From
You
him.
learn how to
He's
not
gonna
get
teach
hurt.
you.
Yeah, which makes you better.
Yeah.
And that level of pain, 100% made me better. It made me stronger.
Yeah.
Although I was crippled, I didn't even operate normal.
Right.
I left there.
I think your experience now would be different. If you
I
were
now
to
would
train
be
with
very
Went
different.
and trained with him.
Dimitri or
And Corey.
Miller. Yeah,
But
I bet you'd be able to soak up way more.
I trained with Corey not so long ago though, and that was amazing. I walked away from that with tools, and I've gone back and watched that video again and gone, oh shit.
Were you talking about when he was here, or
Yeah.
did you went out to Colorado?
No, when he came here. Yeah.
I didn't get to pull him that much.
That was
But yeah, that was awesome.
great.
Yeah, Corey Miller,
Treasure.
half of the mind of airsarm.com. That's who we're talking about. And if you guys don't know, you need to learn because he has been around for a long time. Does a lot for the sport himself now. He holds these Super 64 tournaments.
Yeah,
that are
I just
pretty
talked to him today
revolutionary.
about coming on. He said he's willing to come on anytime and
Yeah,
talk about it.
okay. Then the next one, week after next, we'll have him and Frank on.
Yep.
Talk about how they feel about
We'll
arm
be
wrestling.
in
Are you
Orlando.
planning on doing that the 7th?
We'll want to do that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, so I wanted to do it while we were there.
Oh, that's perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna like bring this?
No, we can do it on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not as good. I got you.
Yeah, it just won't be as good. But it's like
Oh, like with
we can make it
drinks
look
on the
better.
couch.
Yeah, we can make it better looking than most others.
My God.
Be like how like Coach Ray and them do it. Yeah, same idea.
I love all that.
We'll just have our shirts on.
So Brian Shaw,
Yeah.
Brian Shaw.
Yeah, I think he's.
what's
I think he's great.
next step for Brian Shaw? Like, do you think he just needs more table time, or do you think he should just jump into the super
here's the
match?
fucking-
I think you should do
Should
what
we do amateur
everybody
super
should
match?
do is go. Don't do a super match
tournament.
at all. Just go compete.
Go compete at tournaments.
That's what I said.
That's
Everybody
like-
acted like I was crazy.
That's not
They
crazy
think he should
at all.
just jump into
Crazy
super
at all.
matches.
Exactly.
No,
No,
but he should
if
go
you
to a
don't
tournament.
do that, if he doesn't
Oh,
do tournaments,
yeah.
he
You
ends
should
up
go to-
like Larry,
Larry
and he
Lee
goes
Rice,
in over
yeah.
his head, and he's like,
Right.
"Oh shit!"
Yes, that's what
No,
happened.
just go pull AMs and like kill everybody. It'll be
You
fun.
Pull pros. Yeah, they're going to feel like AMs.
Yeah, so he'll pull the AMs, though. He's got to learn to arm wrestle. And then after he wins 2 amateur events, he'll go pull pro. He'll catch a whooping. And
because I know why you're saying that, but there was some guy. Did you see that Spanish dude that arm wrestled Brian? And he was letting him work, and then the dude was just like, and he was much smaller than him. That's why I was saying, like, still pull amateurs.
He's going to beat amateurs.
Yeah, he'll beat it, but it won't be like.
I mean, I went to my first 2 amateurs, and I just smashed everybody. It wasn't even close. But once I went to pro, it was like, oh.
Yeah, that's different.
Whoa. But now I knew how to be safe. I felt more confident.
Yeah, I just feel like the level of separation between Brian Shaw and the amateurs versus you and the amateurs is a lot greater.
I don't know how much greater it is. It's a lot.
Strongest man in the world.
No, I understand what you're saying, but at 200 pounds in the amateurs, man, I felt like I was so much stronger than everybody. I understand what you're saying, but it wasn't about me slamming everybody. It was about me learning what I'm doing.
What arm wrestling
There's a ref. What is this silly game? Yeah.
But you can accomplish that within the pros, too. You can learn the same thing.
No, you can't because you just get smashed.
Yeah, I think not.
If you get smashed, you don't learn. I totally agree.
Well, if he went...
But we're talking about Brian Shaw.
So you're saying he's going to win the pros?
I don't think he's going to get smashed in the pros.
I don't think.
I think he's strong enough to learn from the pros, just like.
Yeah, I mean, I could get behind there being no such thing as amateurs. To be quite honest, I could get behind this.
Say it again.
I could get behind where there's never any such thing as amateurs.
For Brian Shaw?
No, like in general. Tournaments wide. Yeah.
Oh.
One pool, way bigger brackets, way more competition.
I have a lot to say about that.
If you went against me, I could look at you and keep you safe. I know what I feel.
I don't know. I see a lot of these guys, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Where they're going, like how they're pulling.
Oh, they're just gonna get hurt.
Yeah, they're like, and, you know.
That's why there's 2 totally different rule sets, basically. You know. With fouls that you're calling, not totally different. There's a couple fouls that we're not calling on pros that we're on amateurs.
Yeah. Well, so why I think he should do some AMs is because getting fucked over in the grip, in the setup, with the strap.
It's everything.
It's everything. And he's not going to learn. Yeah. It's one thing to, like, in AMs, he might beat everybody, but he's going to be like, oh, this guy, his hand feels a little bit different in the strap, but I can feel it and I can stop it because I'm stronger. Yeah. But when you go on the pros and somebody fucking gets everything and they might be weaker, you're starting and you just feel your hand just doing this off the rip. You're just like, oh no. And he might not know that.
But you're right. In the supers, as I think about
this is really funny.
I feel like supers is so different because you have so many out of shape dudes. Like they're not really strong.
They're not big for him.
It's like you at 200 pounds pulling amateurs, you're still against arm wrestlers that are 200 pounds.
That are strong.
That are your size.
And they're weight training. Yeah.
That's not the case for Brian.
No, it's not.
I feel like
you're right.
We've switched roles because normally I'm like, you should stick to the amateurs. You're going to learn more in the amateurs.
No, I see where you're at.
That's how I feel for me, or like the average
as
person.
I think about the power of individuals.
Yeah. But for that,
but this is a different circumstance. And it's just because it's the strongest man in the world.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he would learn more in terms of a grip, but this is how I see it going in the amateurs for Brian. He overpowers these short, fat people so much that in the setup and the grip that he doesn't even get to learn.
Corey Miller would say you're fucked because you're too strong to learn.
He's too strong.
You're just going to be able to go like this.
He's not. Nobody will take advantage of him, and he's not going to be like, "Oh, I just lost because of the setup."
Yeah.
That's not going to happen to him in the amateurs. It will in the pros. Yeah. And he's the only person that I would say that about.
Yeah.
You know, or any strong man really. Any guy that's competed for the strongest man on earth, I would say the same thing.
I don't know. I just
anybody else.
As I think about this though, like I arm wrestled with Leroy. Leroy has been one of the strongest people on earth.
Holds
one muscle.
No, not one muscle. That's not even close to accurate.
One group of muscles.
No.
I'm telling you right now.
His chest, back, arms, legs.
Dude.
No. He's had multiple records, all different
really?
things.
For squat?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was squat, but deadlift. But we're talking really crazy lifts.
But even the shit that he does on fucking camera, like 500 plus pounds incline bench.
Yeah. This isn't the top 7% of
That's insane.
Yeah.
And then what happens when you arm wrestle him? He feels like a baby.
He needs to be an amateur.
that's what it's almost.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
the
maybe
thing.
I just overestimate
Yeah,
Brian.
that is a thing.
A lot of that
because
stuff-
how we saw Leroy grow is
Yeah,
crazy,
crazy,
different.
super crazy.
The first time was like,
Oh, what the? Like, why are you not?
And then
like,
all
you should
of
be
a
able
sudden-
to rip my arm off my body.
It all-
and it's
yeah,
like,
he starts
you let
floating
him
over the
go,
table a bit,
and
you're-
you're like, whoa, I
it
can
gets
hold
different.
you. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that is a person who definitely has been in the top 3 to 4% of human beings on Earth at a given point.
Definitely.
In strength. 3%, of the 8 billion people.
And it's taken him how
It's
long?
way less than 1%.
How long?
It's
I would
probably- yeah, it's
I
probably
would say
way-
like 0.03%.
Sure.
He's-
Yeah, you're right.
He's like a fraction. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, Leroy is
Crazy.
also one of the strongest people in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But look how long it's taken him to
Right,
become
right,
an arm wrestler.
Well, also, Leroy's also not a big guy.
No, he's a wide guy.
He's a very wide guy.
Right? We were training with
He's
him
not
at-
even 6 foot.
At 300 pounds at 5'11".
Yeah.
He's probably my
almost 6 feet.
And so Brian's got 6 inches on him, 7 inches. Oh,
And 100 pounds.
No, 8 inches. He's 5'11". Brian's got 8 inches on him.
And 100 pounds.
Brian's a solid 6'7". He's not quite 6'8".
Yeah.
So if
And
he's
this
6'7",
is
he's got 8 and 150 pounds.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's not a 220 guy versus a 220 guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Or a 200-pound guy versus another 200-pound guy.
get
This
it.
is supers, But again, I might be overestimating Brian.
But
And the strength gap.
So the reason
Maybe
why I
it's
say
not-
that is that's why we can't really look at gym lifts as an indicator of your arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Because
learned
Kardashian
that.
is nowhere near Brian Shaw in lifts. I can guarantee you that right now.
Because there are no gym lifts for this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like
Or this.
There are, but you have to incorporate them in a different way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they're fragile joints. You can't train them all the time.
Leroy's not doing them, and Brian Shaw's not doing
they're
them.
not
Maybe
doing
now they
them.
are.
Yeah, now they are. But you take Kardashian, I mean, he's the top super heavyweight in the fucking world. Like, nobody's really fucking
Yeah, he
with
goes to the gym with Brian.
yeah.
He's crazy.
Brian be like, yeah, 800-pound squat. Like, let's get under that. And he's like,
Yeah, he'll die.
I can do like 500. Like, let's do that.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers. Yeah.
But
Yeah, pretty
it is
wild.
interesting. Because
I
you
do-
guys, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just to come back, circle back. I do think that a low-level tournament, is the right move for Brian.
I think so too. And it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah,
First
circle back.
move.
It's
Yeah.
fun, and they
Yeah.
make it fun.
And he'll
Another thing
go
he
there,
needs
yeah.
that, like, one of the huge ones for me was walking onto a team.
Yeah.
And you have this group
Yeah,
of friends, and
right.
you go to war together, and we march in, and we
The
do our
team
thing.
thing is-
And you
But
bring in
he-
a Brian Shaw, you're like,
He probably feels like he probably feels like he can't be on a team.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, you bring
Which
Brian
say-
Shaw on the team, then
It
you're
all
gonna get
gets-
a lot of new arm wrestlers.
It gets
coming to
weird,
that
yeah.
team.
All of a sudden, Brian's like fighting off, fans.
Yeah.
What is his Instagram?
But it's good. It's like
Which is why he doesn't-
200,000 plus.
Which is why he does a super secret practice at his
Isn't
gym.
that crazy?
Yeah.
200,000 plus. So is
Yeah,
that
I
like
think
if
I
Juji
looked at it the
Mufu
other day.
joined our arm wrestling team, does he double the size of our team overnight?
No.
No.
Not
Brian
Juju
doesn't
Mufu.
double it either.
200
Brian would.
million.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, there we go.
2 million. All right.
Yeah, I was like 200,000's disappointing.
Somebody I was
feel
just
like that's
thinking
not
about it was 200,000. But yeah.
I mean, he's such a figure. So
What's Juji's?
Probably close to a million, I would imagine.
Yeah, I bet Juju's over a million.
I would say more.
Yeah, Juju's got
No,
to be over a million.
1.7.
Oh wow.
0.7?
1.7.
1.7 million, yeah. Yep.
Who's the match for Juji when we get him to come out here?
Man, Juju's not going to arm wrestle ever again, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, you think so too? It's been years. Like, he was a
I don't
WL
know.
guy.
Maybe Scott Mendelson.
Uh-huh.
Because it's
you-
the same
have you
sport.
thought any more about
yeah,
that?
I have. I told him. He's like, I don't really know. And I was like, I know him just his powerlifting background. Like that, I used to watch his shit all the time.
I hit up a certain Texas
think we
arm
get him to go
wrestler
against
about
the Liver
Scott
King.
Mendelson.
The liver king,
It's Juji!
Juji and the liver king.
Does that sound crazy? How
That
fun
would
is
be
that?
hilarious.
Awesome.
That would be amazing.
That'd be great.
Amazing. We just get views from all over the place to get some eyes to know.
Yeah.
There's a legitimate sport you can all
that
do here.
fucking random ass,
You gotta go?
huge.
Take it easy, bro.
Later. Random huge guy that was doing all those lifts in his yard.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's
That
That
He's
guy
like
is crazy.
soldier, some kind of
I don't care
soldier,
where
yeah.
he lives. Yeah, let's get that guy.
That guy. What?
What?
That guy's insane.
Yeah.
I hit up a certain Texas arm wrestler about a hypothetical match with somebody like Scott Mendelson,
Yeah.
and they were not interested.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, I wouldn't pull something like that.
Yeah.
Because this person was like, he's not an arm wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a power lifter. I wouldn't arm wrestle a power lifter. I was like, he's actually had a pretty successful arm wrestling career.
He arm wrestled.
And he was just like, yeah.
I wonder who this
Wasn't having
is.
it.
I wonder who this is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was an interesting perspective. It was somebody that's very well respected in Texas as an arm wrestler.
Interesting.
There's only a couple of guys at that weight, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, but that's kind of the uphill battle that we're fighting, trying to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
Do
it's
we want
that
to offer
mindset.
Scott a match against Robert?
Robert?
Fowler.
Fowler.
Yeah, we can see if he's interested.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Let me write that down.
So for our viewers who are like, who in the world are you guys talking about? Scott Mendelson?
I don't know this guy really well.
Trey, how much do you know about Scott Mendelson?
He was like, I don't know, one of the most influential powerlifters through the mid 2000s.
Didn't I meet this guy? Bald guy, right?
Bald, yep, real stocky, like
Yeah.
Leroy.
A huge wall.
He's like Leroy but white.
Yeah, I've met him in a gym somewhere. I don't remember the whole story.
Yeah.
I still didn't know him really well.
Yeah. He's pretty well known in the powerlifting community. There's a funny ass video of Rich Piana in Scott's gym arm wrestling, like doing arm
funny.
wrestling training. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
There we go.
Rich Piana doesn't know
1,031
what he's
pounds bench
Insane.
at 275 pounds. Yeah. That's fucking nuts.
He's 275
He
pounds.
at this time he was 275.
He must be
benched
a lot shorter than I think he is.
1,031.
He must be like 5'10" or something. 5'9", 5'10". I know a couple guys that know him,
5'11.
and they said that when they knew him, he was riding some little crotch rocket, and he was like twice the width of this little crotch rocket motorcycle that he would ride. And they said it was the funniest thing seeing him get on this motorcycle because he was just this huge bowling ball of a man.
Yeah, that sounds
Getting on
ridiculous.
this tiny little, like he's
It's
about
all
to tip
under him.
over. Yeah, it's like a clown bike or something.
Clown car.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Scott Mendelson, super strong powerlifter. He's had super matches with people like Travis Bajent, Alex Kurdecha. Who
Like a
else?
young Alex Kurdecha?
Yeah, this is like past less than 10 years ago. He's been to Zloty. He's pulled in Russia. He's had some really high level super matches. He's beat Travis Bajent in a super match recently. So
He pulled Larry last year.
How did he do with Larry?
We'll see. Taking a video. It's taking a look at a video. I think it was on Larry's channel.
Oh, like he pulled. Oh, I know this tournament. Oh, Mendelson. Okay.
Yeah.
shout out to Arm Wrestling News.
Yeah, for sure.
Boom.
Yeah, Larry's
Larry in his prime.
going through 'em.
But he knows how to arm wrestle. You can see right
Yeah.
there. You know.
Be cool to get a match for Larry.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah. He's not arm wrestling anymore, I thought.
We don't know what he's doing anymore. That boy's been having problems. He said he relapsed again, takes steroids so he can get back in bodybuilding. Probably financial situation. I don't know.
But he's getting out of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I don't even think he was in all that. But, this, Anyway, I'm not even getting that. Yeah. But hopefully he does get back into arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good for the
Miss
sport.
Larry will.
And he's a super nice dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's and he has a large reach.
Yeah, he has a lot of people that follow and listen to his stuff all the time. Those are the people that we need in the sport to help the sport grow.
For our event, what changes have been made to our card?
So Kalen got hurt on his right arm.
Kalen Gilstrap.
Kalen
He's not
Gilstrap.
pulling Roman anymore.
Pulling against Roman, even lefty. He does still want a left-handed match.
I don't know
Roman
if we
would
should
want
do
both
that.
arms.
I don't know if we should do that.
He wants a left-handed match against Greg. Or Greg, I should say, wants a left-handed match against him. He hit me up and said, look, I still want to come pull with you guys. I'd love to pull lefty. I offered him Greg. He's like, yeah, I think I'd be interested in Greg. Greg's like, let's put some money up. So now they're kind of jarring back and forth. It's funny. May or may not put it together. Kalen basically was like, let me do some arm wrestling this weekend and see what my left feels like.
Okay. What else?
But we added Drew Thompson against Heath Chisty.
Yeah.
And we're looking for one more heavyweight match.
Heavyweight, super heavyweight.
Super heavyweight.
Super heavyweight.
I mean, I'd love anyone in the world to take on Tucker.
Yeah. Anyone.
Anyone. Just 250 pounds.
Who did we have lined up for him before?
We had Tom lined up for before, but he hasn't answered anything.
Yeah, he's ghosted.
And Nate got an MRI, Nate McCallan. He had to get an MRI. His arm's not going to be great for that in time, but he is interested in taking that match next time.
Okay.
He's all over it.
That's
and
a
that's
great
a
match.
banger match.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
rather have
crazy.
that when he's fully healed.
Yep, both are ready to go.
Yep.
That's a great
And,
match.
and meet at 242. Yeah.
I love that match.
Yeah.
So that's it, I think. Yeah. Everybody else is pretty solid.
Everybody's still solid.
Everybody's pumped.
We did decide to do Don't Move, Go.
Don't move.
That's one big update.
It's not like
From our last
don't move,
podcast.
go. Like don't move isn't replacing the ready. It's that the match starts in a ref's grip, and the last thing the ref says to you is don't move.
And then he
Go.
sets things, and then it's go.
I think the only reason it works is because of the ref's grip. If the
Well, of
ref
course
is
it's the
setting
only
you up and you're exactly where you're supposed to be and you can't move anyway,
Yep.
there is no getting ready.
No.
You should
The
be
ref got
ready
you ready.
already.
Yeah.
You should already be ready.
Yeah.
You should be ready as soon as I close your hands and say don't move. You should be ready. That is your ready.
Right.
Yeah. Or you
You
would
know?
tell the ref as he's setting you up that you don't like what's going
Yes.
on.
Nope,
Exactly.
he's carving in. Nope, whatever.
So as soon as the ref closes the last hand, we're under the assumption that both athletes are ready.
For sure.
And now it's a go.
We're under the assumption that you got both athletes fairly ready.
Right.
And it's time to go.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
time to go.
And as long as we have this conversation with everybody before it happens, there you go. That's
Yeah.
the agreement.
Yeah.
The agreement is your
It's
hand
got,
is
because
closed.
it's got to, this whole
Go.
thing, it has to be faster. It has to be as good of a rule set as possible to slow down the
Well,
cheating
Yeah.
and to make it entertaining and move faster.
Just to
I-
stop
well,
the cheating altogether.
Stop the cheating
Yeah.
altogether. Yeah.
Well, or at least discourage it by giving warnings. You know,
Yeah.
if somebody
Um,
moves before the go.
We were talking about
it's a
today.
warning.
We were talking about like the antics of Devin, and takes 30 minutes to start a round.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, in our league, because you're in a rush grip off the bat, he's getting fouled out, and we're done.
Yeah.
We're fouled out.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's got to.
Add drama to it. The ref can actually add drama to it by waiting to say go. You can hold the guy's hands, and they're both just sitting there getting ready.
Yeah.
Go. You know?
Woo!
And
Wicked.
that because I agree, it like needs to be faster, but when you only have 7 matches, you don't want to be too fast.
It's
In-
not
in
gonna
a
be too
tournament,
fast, though.
You want that shit. We have fucking 300 people here. Like, we need to let's get this going. You know?
Yeah.
But
Well, we have more than 7 matches. We have right.
We have 7 matchups, but
Matchups.
there's
With
well,
right and
yeah,
left.
and
like 12 matches.
yeah.
Yeah.
But still, our last one we had 7, and we had one match that was both hands, and it was only an hour long.
But now we have like 5 that are both hands, right?
Yeah. So it only will add like maybe another hour, if that.
Is that what we're going for? 2 hours though?
So we got 12
I
That's
matches.
the
like
sweet
3.
spot.
I think 3 hours is a sweet.
I think
spot.
getting Robert Fowler a match, if it can't be like some kind of like
It doesn't
We
matter.
got guys in Texas that could pull
Yeah.
Robert Fowler.
Yes.
Has anybody talked to Casey Swift? I looked him up.
I don't
He's
know
not
him
even
at
on
all.
Aries. Like
Really?
he's so inactive. He's not even on
Really?
Aries.
I don't even know.
But he's
about
ranked number 3 in Texas.
Really?
Or number 4 in Texas.
Really?
Right-handed, number 4.
Definitely.
He's super strong. He's ranked higher than Robert. Robert has a reason to call out Casey Swift.
Yeah.
And Casey Swift will have super matches because he's done them with Mark.
You should reach out to Casey right now.
And he's done. He did one at the mega practice.
He got Mark beat him?
Pullers. Yeah, Mark beat him.
That's a guy also.
We love Mark. Yeah, he's a monster.
But also, like, who the fuck are we gonna get for him?
Dude.
Corey West. But then that might be a little.
That's
too
way
high.
too much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is
Like,
too high.
He is
Tucker Keating.
And
No,
Mark,
he'll
I think
kill
Mark
him.
kills him.
Mark kills him.
You think Mark kills Nate McAllen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Fuck
I think
yeah.
yes.
I think
that Mark is in.
I
What
think
reason
that-
do we have to believe
I
that
think
Mark
he
kills
can't
Nate
beat.
McAllen?
He can't beat BJ.
Fakakis.
And there's a hard wall.
Yeah, but
And
Nate's
that's
not.
a tough wall.
Nate's not beating BJ Fakakis, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, so then
Neither
we
is
should have
Mark.
Mark and BJ and Nate at the same level.
Well,
Well, Nate is no longer a super heavyweight. Nate's dropping all the way down to
Sure,
242.
fair enough, but in
And wants to
in terms
be
of strength,
wants to go against the best guy, who's Tucker. So that will be the terms of strength right there.
in terms of overall,
But he, I think that he'll crush Tucker. Him and Tucker could be a match
we could do.
because ain't nobody trying to pull Tucker right now.
Tucker won a challenge.
I bet you he'll say yes. I bet you he'll be like, yeah, whatever. Let's do it. That's a crazy
Mark's
match.
not the kind of athlete to just take a match on the.
You don't think
whim.
so?
Nah.
I feel like he just sits in this little, on his own little mountain that's in between a bunch of other mountains. And it sucks to be in that mountain.
What is his
It's
last
like-
name?
Grisham.
Grisham. Grisheam.
Yeah, Mark Grisham. Man, he's a big boy out of Texas. And he sits in that weird area that's like,
He's massive.
there's like really no one for him to pull. It's almost like Corey, right? Like
It's like
Well,
finding people that want to pull them.
it's like probably the same problem Corey West had coming up.
Yeah.
That
same
Corey.
idea. Yeah.
Because he's so big and strong, everybody's just like, I'm not pulling that new guy.
Yeah.
And he is
Well, I don't even
relatively
think it's,
new.
Yeah.
Mark's only been around like 2.5 years or so.
Yeah.
it's lonely on top of the mountain.
It is.
And he just goes, dude. Like I was talking to Corey Miller about him. I'm like, yeah, he'll kill you. He's like, you think he could beat Robert Fowler? They had a super match.
Oh, yeah.
Goosh. He's
Corey wanted a match against Mark?
Well, Corey would have said he'd go against anyone in Texas. He didn't go
Corey pulled Mark a couple times now at World Series of Arm
Corey
Wrestling.
West did. We're talking about Corey Miller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Corey Miller said
yeah.
he would just pull anybody. I don't care what they weigh. Like, I know. We know.
he would pull Mark Grisham.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I'm like, Mark,
That's crazy.
rip your arm.
yeah. It beat you.
That's a little silly.
Yeah.
But Tucker against Mark.
Now,
is less silly.
granted,
Wait, did they just
Corey
pull
beat
them?
Corey's beat Cody Merritt. So
They may have just pulled the World Series of Arm Wrestling.
And Saray fucked his arm up. Well, yeah.
yeah, but
God
Mark,
damn it,
but
I don't know
Mark
anymore.
crushes
I don't know
Saray.
what's
It's not even close.
Yeah. I don't know. So we're still trying to figure this card out. We have a new sponsor tier. I think I talked about it last time.
Okay.
That's finally official. Still waiting on the codes. So that's that. But it's really
All right,
cool.
we lost Tucker. He's no longer going to compete.
Tucker Keating is out.
Tucker did not pull Mark Grisham at the World Series of Arm Wrestling. Tucker lost to Corey West and BJ Fakakis.
Yeah, we knew.
He was out.
Yeah, he wasn't beating BJ.
Yeah, that's the second time he pulled BJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
rough
he's
go.
also, at Texas State
Yeah.
he pulled him. Yeah. It was 2022.
rough go there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Making
But if
cards
anybody
is
wants
cool.
to go against Robert Fowler, let us know.
Yeah, Robert Fowler at what weight?
Oh, supers.
Super.
Robert's probably like 280 right now.
Yeah. Super heavyweight.
He's pulling Brian Sitton on the third.
Yeah.
The tournament
that's
up
right.
there.
That's right. Yeah. Interesting. Making cards is difficult.
Oh, damn. Okay. Mark Grisham beat BJ Fakakis
He did.
at World Series of Arm Wrestling.
Ah.
There's a match.
Wow.
That's a match right there. Because, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I mean-
but if BJ Fakakis beat Tucker, BJ and Mark can't be Mark and Tucker can't be a match anyway.
Whew.
Because BJ.
And Tucker just said, I have zero interest in playing supers. I totally understand that. He went there just for fun.
Yeah, I didn't. Think. Yeah.
All right.
All he did was go there to qualify. It didn't matter the weight he was at. Like Anthony Lowe did the same thing.
Yeah.
All you had to do was compete in the tournament to go to
And then
finals.
go so you
so
could
they
go
didn't
San
cut
Diego.
weight. They just walked
Yeah.
in and pulled for
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Like Anthony said, he was so hurt he couldn't even pull. He just
Yeah.
okay, crazy.
It's crazy.
But
Danny Gillian had an epic match
with Jamie,
Sheldon.
Oh,
It's going to
did
be
he?
on
Yeah.
on that in the finals. Yeah, they had a great match. Definitely the highlight of the day for sure.
in the Masters finals.
It may have been Masters. Yeah, I don't know. It may have been 198 though.
There was no 198, 209.
209. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Interesting, man.
That means I could have gone there and just ripped them to shit.
Oh, that's what I'm
209.
saying. Like, it's kind
Why
of
didn't
weird.
you?
Like, you know.
Well, I don't. Did we talk about what happened to me? That's not for here. But I got really, really ill.
Before that, yeah.
Let's wrap it up, boys. I gotta go.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we'll wrap it up. That's the end.
Peace out, boys.
Later.
Peace out, girls.
See you next week.
Love arm
Week after.
wrestling. Wait, somebody else says that. Can't wait to pull that guy.
Yeah.